Now let's see this. Find the remainder using polynomial theorem. Now what is polynomial theorem is, according to polynomial theorem, x plus a whole power n equal to, so I'm just expanding this. So you know this, x plus a whole power n, it can be written as x power n plus nc1 into x power n minus 1 into a plus nc2 into x power n minus 2 into a square plus so on, plus nc n minus 1 into x power 1 into a power n minus 1 plus a power n. This one you know. Now what does this theorem say is, when you are going to divide this particular number x plus a power n by x, right, then the remainder of this, which means if you divide x plus a power n by x, then the remainder of this one is equal to the remainder of a power n by x, which means when you divide a power n by x, whatever remainder you get, the same is going to be the remainder of x plus a power n and divided by x, right? So how is it possible is, just see this, if you are going to divide this term by x, right, it means that you are going to divide this entire expression by x, isn't it? Now if you observe it, this term has x in it, therefore you can cancel off x and 1x here, right? Similarly you can keep on cancelling off x, right? Now all these terms are actually multiples of x, only the last term is not the multiple of x, we don't know about it, right? Therefore only this one is going to remain and all the others are going to be exactly multiples of x. So if you are going to get remainder, you are going to get a remainder only from this term. Therefore finding out the remainder for x plus a power n divided by x is same as finding out the remainder for a power n divided by x, right? Let's see an example here where it will be useful is, find the remainder when 6 power 100 is divided by 5. Which means if you are going to divide 6 power 100 by 5, then what happens is, you can write 6 power, since you are going to divide it by 5, you try to write x as, this term as 5 plus something, right? So it is going to be 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 whole power 100 divided by 5. Just by looking at this theorem, we can say that the remainder of this number when divided by this is going to be same as remainder of 1 power 100 when it is divided by 5. Now what is the remainder of 1 power 100 when it is divided by 5? It is simply 1. Got it? Now look at the next example. Find the remainder when 3 power 150 is divided by 7. Now I cannot write 3 as 7 plus something, right? Instead what I will try to do is, I will try to increase the number here. Now I can write 3 power 150 as 3 square power 125. Now what is 3 square? 9. So it is going to be 9 power 125. Now I can write 9 as 7 plus 2. Why am I trying to write this is because I am trying to divide this number by 7. So I want to write it as 7 plus something. Now it is going to be 7 plus 2 whole power 125 divided by 7. Now the remainder when we divide this number by 7 is same as the remainder when you divide 2 power 125 by 7, right? Still this is a big number. Again you try to write it in terms of 7 plus something, but I cannot write 2 as 7 plus something, therefore I am just increasing the power. Now what I will try to do is, I will just split it like this, 2 power 3 power 41 into 2 square, right? And now this is going to be 4, it is a simple number, let it be there, and this number is going to be 8 power 41, and as you know 8 I can write it as 7 plus 1, and since you are going to write it as 7 plus 1, the remainder is going to be 1 itself, right? Therefore for this entire number the remainder is going to be 1, so 1 into 4, right? So 1 into 4 divided by 7. Now the remainder for 4 when I divide by 7 is 4 itself, therefore I am going to write it as 4. So I hope you remember how I did this. When I have product of two numbers, when I want to find out the remainder when I divide with some other number, then it is as good as finding out the remainders individually and then find out the product. I did the same thing here, right? Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay, IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.